set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
11, 12, 12.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Credit Patrick Queen. He was the man who knocked that ball away. You look at this Steeler defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
11.
Now Burrow. Over Miller, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bengals 1st down. 12.
Here we go.
49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Bengals at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one by the line of scrimmage.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. 8 chance.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
11 MT.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. They get 7 there on the screen, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Shot. 11. Shot.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. McCarthy off the play fake.
His throw incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Second and 10. Here's McCarthy. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think plays like that will give them some confidence. Something sorely needed going against this unit.
We're scoreless after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it second down and 11. To the air with McCarthy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I don't see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bengals take over first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back.
It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. This is Brown going up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Let's get set.
Play action. It's Burrow. On the right side open is Gesicki. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
Third and goal. Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
A 34-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Formation for the Steelers.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bengals will take over here, first and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 6.
12. Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 180.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now McCarthy. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now he's going to step up and run. This is caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there, putting the ball right at the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got off.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
12. Here we go. 11 and 180. 12, 12.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And got his man complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready? 11, 11, 11. Here we go.
Here's Burrow. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
This one complete to Yoshibas. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
11 mighty. Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
On 2. 11. Gun.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Here we go. Can. 11, MT. 10, 11, stop.
Now a give left side. Brown with it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It was Jamel Dean who brought him down. 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
12. 11, 180. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First down.
Here we go. Stop.
From the gun again to Brown. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's get set. 11. 180. Stop.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
11 MT. Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped it right where it all started. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. McPherson's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again, McCarthy. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. But it'll be second down.
Ready up.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw there is incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not easy to hold on to.
A 35-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 180. 11. 12. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 46 yards. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the game.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's McCarthy. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help. I do it
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Throwing is McCarthy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Their own 7-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And the Bengals first down.
12, 12. Here's 11, 11, 12. Right 80. Playing touch. Dot.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11, 11, 11, 11.
At the
Right 80.
28-yard line.
Burrow will throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7.
Here we go.
This is 3rd and 7.
Right 80. Right touch.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Right 80. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's pulled in by Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now McCarthy. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The right where this set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's fourth down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Steelers first down.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
He's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Right 80.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Gun. Start. Right 80.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go.
They give it. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.